Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for May 31st, June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Monday through Thursday. Now, you know when I'm reading for the week, I am using my Radley Valentine decks. Yes, I'm using my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. I will pull one, hopefully, from my Angel Tarot cards. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I'm thinking that for this overview, though, I'm going to also pull three from my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just to deliver the message. Hopefully, I don't put too much of myself in it. Anyway, it's your message. Now, couple of things going on. Oh, remember to like, share, subscribe. That does help, and I'll remind you at the end probably too, because it does help, and I thank you all. Lots of interesting energy. We have gone into Mercury retrograde. It is in Gemini. I do talk about that in the Gemini season overview, and I do recommend you going there because there's a lot of stuff happening. We're also having some sunspots. So a couple of things with Mercury retrograde in itself. I do, this is the time you don't buy electronics. You make sure that you're very careful with your words and your communications. I would advise you, whoever this is, if you're going to send an angry email or you need to really write it out, don't put a name in the address, okay? Because it's the kind of thing that, even though you didn't mean to send it, it gets sent. So that's the thing that happens with Mercury retrograde. However, there's a lot of truth coming out with Mercury retrograde. There's a lot, and again, all the other stuff we've talked about. There's also a lot of karma coming out with Mercury retrograde and all the other things going on right now. So one thing that did come to me, and I just have to kind of share, don't know who this was for, but it was before I started, before I came and set up and did did what I need to do. The message came, and it was kind of like when I was working with my children, or when I was parenting my children when they were younger. And it came, the message was, don't accept gifts from strangers. Okay, so, it's kind of like, don't take candy from strangers, except it was don't accept gifts from strangers. Whoever that is for, I will just put that out. Now, you know that anything that is reversed has stronger energy. And let's see what we have with traditional tarot. Okay, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And this is going to just kind of be an overlying energy, possibly for the world, possibly, a little bit bigger than where we're at, possibly for you. Here we go. Okay. And remember, if cards like the Death card, Tower, comes out, it doesn't mean that that's exactly what it says, but it does mean that there could be some sudden changes. Okay? So let's see what we have here with our traditional tarot. Oh, okay, so we have a 7. 7 has that divine umbrella. 7 is a perfect number. I always feel like 7 is you do your work, and then you let the higher power, guardian angel, your spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, the source, take over. Okay? Sometimes it's also, a lot of times it's basically we try our best, and we'll just see what, we'll kind of see what destiny, what, what karma, what the divine wants for us. Now, this is 7 of Rods. Rods is fire energy. That is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy, passionate burning. And this is just basically, just be ready. This is a stance of defense, okay? This is saying it is okay and to be prepared to defend yourself. Now, that could be very verbally. That could be, I don't know what this is. I'm not going to say physical, but I am going to say this is one of those stand firm. Again, with that 7 overlying, that divine energy overlying, it's kind of like, even though you've got all these coming against you, there is a sense of standing in the right with this. But there's a strong defense type of energy with this card. Your next card, the 3 of Rods. Now, again, we have that rods or wands, And a 3 is a very powerful number in its own self. But this is kind of like, so 3 of rods, again, fire energy. Threes, is also one of those divine type of numbers. It's also the, power of 3, Trinity. But this is kind of like looking over things. This is not necessarily rushing into anything as much as it is evaluating the situation and make sure that you are noting what is going on around you, okay? But it is also this, in this deck, in this card, what I'm picking up, there is a sense of kind of like wait and see. Things are better than what you think that they might be. Anyway, let's go to this last card. And here we have the 10 of Pentacles. Now 10s, 1, 0. 10s are in itself a transitional number. 1 is a new beginning. And I know that 0, the Fool and new beginnings actually come out on the 0, but 0 has divine, it has universal, it also has the source type of energy. But this is actually this is an earth energy. It has, our Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy with it. And it basically is happy home, happy life, happy family, money coming in. It is, the settlement of, there could be some sort of a settlement also coming in to this too. Stand firm, review everything, look at everything. Things aren't as bad as you think. Actually, things are pretty positive. And this does have this, like I said, this earth energy that there is some abundance coming. There is a sense, I'm kind of getting the word settlement. I am getting the word settlement. So there could be some settlements coming. Things could be settled. Things could be settling down. Now, I know we've got some really big energies going on, but let's see what we have now. Okay. So kind of the overview. I think that in itself is pretty positive. So let's start our readings. Hello, my Tauruses. How are you? Well, let's see what we have going on here. And we have all that karma going on. So, my Tauruses, I want wonderful things for you. You have been so close, and I know I've talked about that. I know. I just feel like things have to happen now. Things have to. Okay? I'm putting it out there. They have to happen. Good stuff has to happen for my Tauruses. Here we are. 1, 2, and 3. I'm not going to say these energies are easy going on, and I'm not going to say that the world is going to be perfect. In fact, we know it's not. But for my Tauruses, I want things to come together, and I want it to be beautiful. Here we go. First card, the Chariot. Well, 7, divine umbrella. Basically, you do what you got to do, and then the divine source, the source, takes over and pushes things through. Sometimes blocks you, sometimes makes you wait a little bit. But the Chariot has a couple of energies to it. The Chariot, besides it being a supernatural, and it's Archangel Metatron believed to have been Enoch before the flood. Anyway, Archangel Metatron, the Chariot is also about career advancement, fast things happening that may, it's kind of like, if you've ever gone in and you put in a job application that morning, and I don't know, doing it online, you get the call, the interview, and everything is, everything's done and you're hired by tomorrow. And you're kind of like, how did that even happen? That's just it was like, but it was kind of, there was some divine intervention there. It was putting you in that right place. And it just basically, things happened quickly, enough to make your head spin. It's enough to make your head spin, but but enough to put a big smile on your face also. So the Chariot, a number 7, determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. So remember, pull out that resume that's under the bed, pull out that project, pull everything out, get everything ready. Remember, definition of luck, preparation to meet opportunity. Here we go. And the time for luck is coming. Here we go. Next card. 10 of Michael. Okay. So 10 has a 1, 0. 1, new start, new beginning. 0. We have again divine, higher power, the source energy with the 0. 10, transitional, moving forward. Michael is air energy, even though we're in Mercury retrograde. Again, remember, all of this time is about karmic resolution, karmic solutions, universal karma coming and saying, no, this is where you were supposed to be. Somehow you got off track and now it's time for you to get back on the track. Sometimes it's not an easy move. Now there could be things too. My Taurus says, if you know you're supposed to be doing something, you have a career, you have a path that you've not necessarily been following, and you know it, the divine has been telling you, the source has been telling you this, you may find yourself this week right where you're supposed to be. And kind of like, there's many people that do have divine destinies. Many of us, we all have a divine destiny, and many decide not to follow it. And this is kind of the week that you might find that you're just kind of like, boop, and popped back into yours. Here we go. But the Ten of Michael, what I love about this is this card in particular. I love her because here she is performing, and I have a lot of my artists out there that are Tauruses, so I love this for you. Here she is, a ballerina, a dancer, and I'm kind of getting some goosebumps with this too. I'm getting that feeling of awareness that this is important for you. She has danced her toes off. She has prepared for, how many years do you have to prepare for this? Anybody that's a dancer knows her feet are probably not pretty looking at all. She's danced her little toes off. They're sore. They could even be bleeding, and yet she has now reached her accomplishment. And it is now time for her to take her bow and to be acknowledged. So I feel that that's really important, especially for my artists out there. Anyway, a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. And these are new opportunities. You bring with you all of your experiences. Nothing will be let go. But now it's like doors opening. And I love that. I love that. Here we go. Next card. The Page of Gabriel. Now, Page's underlying energy is earth energy. It's your energy. A lot of times this has to do about a job or a career or where you're going to go with your work, your job, with your money per se. Gabriel is fire energy. That's Leo, Sagittarius. It's also Aries. It's passionate. So here this is, and the page, his or herself, is enthusiastic. It's like, let's get started with this. But instead of just being in that earth plane, it's also in that fire plane. There's also this passion. Somebody could be hearing some really amazing news. And again, this could all be about something that happens extremely quickly. Remember what I said, you could be interviewing and you might be hired. You might be hired immediately. Or you might have put something out there and you've been waiting, and then all of a sudden things start changing like that. I hope. Anyway, the page is energetic, brave, so you do have to put yourself out there. You cannot stop trying, okay? My Tauruses, don't stop trying. Because remember, if you don't try, the answer is always a no. If you do try, it could still be a no, but you could get some yeses too. Optimistic, playful, enjoy your time with this. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. I love that. I do, again, I love the Page of Gabriel, but I do love that ballerina with the Ten of Michael. You've worked hard. You've worked hard. It's time for you to take your bow. It's time for you to be acknowledged. Here we go. Last card of this. Ace of Earth. So, Ace of Earth. So you have a 1. 1 is a new beginning. So let's see if we have any. So we have a 7-1-0-1. So we have a 7-1-1 also. So there could be something there with those numbers. Take the 7-1-0-1 and, put it in a search engine and put angel numbers and see what you get. You may also want to look at 7-1-1. Okay? Earth energy is your energy. We talked about what your energy is all about. This is about the inflow of abundance. Remember, new career, new start, new opportunity. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So make sure that someone's looking. I would say for you too, especially my artists, you read over this contract. I'm not saying not to have your lawyer or your agent, but you look at it too. You look at it too. Okay? Okay. So let's go on here. I don't know why that was unusual, but I want you to read it too. Here we go. Let's see what crystal or energy is helpful, good to carry for my Tauruses. Here we go. Reversed. Oh, we have 2 cards. Reversed. I think you've gotten this before. Titanium rainbow quartz. Awakening all chakras. Now those are your energy sources. So you want, that's basically kind of like putting out that energy. Ultimate manifestation. I like that for you. Vibrancy. Powerful shift. And we are in a time where there is a powerful shift happening. Now this card is also reversed. Black tourmaline. Oh, and I have that one right here. And I love my black tourmaline. I love black tourmaline here. Protective. Anxiety relief, aura cleansing, self-belief. So it's funny that you need to, that your aura, which is what's projected, it's kind of interesting that these are all these energy sources, the awakening all your chakras, interesting with that, and that, cleanse your aura, but it's also about self-belief. So I love this. I love this. I want this for my Tauruses. We'll claim this one. Anyway, my Tauruses, please remember the button. Like, share, subscribe, because it does help, and I thank you. More importantly, my Tauruses, and as always, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.